It's Tuesday, June 1st, and the time for your Barbados Today morning news update. Irresponsible to the highest order. That's how Home Affairs Minister Wilfred Abrams has described the viral music video featuring prominent dancehall artists Lil Rick and Peter Ram. The pro-gangster explicit lyrics, which delivered death threats to gangland informants, has resulted in much public outrage and condemnation by the Home Affairs Minister, with viewers taking to social media to blast the video. Minister Abrams said while he accepted that there is artistic expression, it must not be irresponsible, and he said he was prepared to recommend to ministers that government send the strongest possible message to artists and people that the song would not be tolerated. The minister was adamant that government's priority is to stamp out gun violence and made it clear that the administration does not condone the use of illegal firearms in any form or fashion. The government's chief auditor is questioning a lack of full disclosure by the state regarding the true level of its investment in regional airline LIAT. Auditor General Lee Trotman, in his 2020 annual report, said the investment in the airline was recorded in the financial statements as at March 31st, 2019, at just over $214 million. The figure, he stated, was based on capital injections into the entity. He said since the agency has faced financial difficulties and other challenges, the amounts listed should have represented the fair value rather than the sums injected. Trotman added that as a result, issues related to LIAT were not adequately disclosed in the notes of the financial statements. Residents are being urged to be prepared this hurricane season. It's coming from Cooperators General Insurance Human Resources and Marketing Manager Cheryl Ford. The Atlantic hurricane season begins today and ends on November 30th. Speaking during Monday's launch of the insurance company's hurricane preparedness promotion, Ford stated that it has been a testing time for policy owners to keep up with their premiums, but she said the company has been offering various forms of financial assistance to clients.
Because of the financial situation, persons were not able to really adequately pay for their premiums, so we've been trying to come up with payment plans for those persons who could not make those payments. So we were able to help them either pay by increasing the payment months, or even by working on a special plan for them. But that's something that you have to speak to our finance department so that they can better guide you in the plan. We know it has been hard, and we understand what's happening. A lot of persons, especially in the hotel sector, have lost their jobs. We want to do this. Be prepared. Don't wait till last minute to go and get your groceries, your shopping supplies. Don't wait till last minute to cut down the trees. Start doing it.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
Barbados Today, news you can trust.
To news from the region, St. Lucia's National Workers Union continues to press for outstanding pay for former LIAT workers. More in this report from HDS News Force.
The union has made it abundantly clear to the authorities that LIAT 1974 employees in St. Lucia request and demand 100% of their terminal benefits.
A liquidated LIAT now struggles to lift off with terminal payments owed to former employees. However, the loyal staff alongside their union in St. Lucia, the National Workers Union, remains relentless in advocating for what is rightfully owed to them.
Terminal benefits will include severance pay, vacation pay, and other emoluments that are owed to the employees. As most persons would know, the company is currently in administration. There has been a court-appointed administrator in the person of Mr. Cleveland Seaforth, and the whole question of settling these redundancy payments and other terminal benefits is something that is very pressing for us, and we want to ensure that some resolution, not just at the regional level but even the local level, is arrived at.
The push for 100% terminal benefits by the employees, according to General Secretary of the National Workers' Union, Johan Haywood, comes after consultation with former LIAT employees, a regional consultative mechanism of trade unions, and the administrator for LIAT, Mr. Cleveland Seaforth.
And finally, on the international front, no arrests have been made so far, but law enforcement officials in Florida are reporting that the vehicle connected to Sunday's deadly shooting has been found. More in this Reuters TV report.
3 gunmen opened fire outside of a concert near Miami, Florida, early on Sunday, where authorities said 2 people were killed and over 20 wounded. Local media reported no arrests have been made so far. Miami-Dade police confirmed on Monday to have found the shooter's white SUV, a Nissan Pathfinder they drove to an album launch party at the El Mula Banquet Hall. County Mayor Levine Cava.
We will leave no stone unturned. We will leave nothing behind to bring these shooters to justice.
Video footage was released showing 3 masked suspects exiting the white SUV on Sunday, brandishing weapons. 10 seconds after leaving the vehicle, they rushed back and sped off. Police say that's all the time it took for them to open fire on the crowd waiting to get inside the venue. The SUV was later found submerged in a canal and confirmed to be the vehicle driven by the suspects. It had previously been reported stolen on May 15. The Florida shootings are the latest in a string of over 200 mass shootings in the U.S. so far this year, according to a nonprofit research report.
That's news. But for the very latest, visit us at www.barbadostoday.bb. You can also subscribe to our e-paper, email updates, or like us on Facebook, and sign up for our breaking news alerts via WhatsApp. We're also on Izumi Media in bus terminals, as well as screenplay at supermarkets and gas stations near you. And you can also hear us on Mix 96.9 FM and Capital Media HD 99.3 FM.